start with a brief opening statement from Coach Fitzgerald, and then open it up to questions. Coach?
Thanks, PK. Thanks, everybody, for being here, especially everyone from Chicago. I know we had flight issues getting out on Friday, and we were fortunate to get here. I'd like to thank our friends at United. Obviously, they helped us get out. We only had a 90-minute delay, and that ended up working out pretty well. We were able to adjust our schedule. And felt the support staff, and most importantly the guys, handled that pretty well yesterday. Got in really without a hitch. Update on Matthew Harris. All tests came back clear, which is unbelievable news. It's my understanding he's on his way back right now here to Beaver Stadium, and will travel back with us to Chicago. So that's great news, to say the least, and very thankful that he came out of it okay. From a standpoint of the game, without watching the tape, I thought the work that our guys have been putting in to improve in practice, for the most part, showed up today. Still a lot of room for improvement and things to clean up, but for the most part, I think the improvement that the guys have been working diligently to get towards, I think we took a positive step in the right direction today. A lot of guys stepped up. Obviously, we had guys go down, and it was just a battle of attrition and a battle of adversity. And to come in here in front of 100,000, was something that I'm very proud of our guys. I think they used that as motivation to come together and put together, for the most part, 60 pretty solid minutes of football. Enough mistakes, though, that we've got to get fixed, especially some of those things in the kicking game. But for the most part, I thought our offensive line and defensive line probably played their best games of the year. And for us to come in here against that defense and run for over 100 yards was something that we obviously set as a goal before the game. But you would have told me we would get it, I would have put a big old smile on my face. So obviously I got a smile on my face. So with that, how about some questions, please?
Good. Coach, your decision to go no huddle early in the game, was that something you decided to change it up, or is that something more derived from the fact that you knew that they had depth issues and maybe limit their substitution?
Yeah, no, it had a lot less to do with them. I mean, I don't know how many times you've seen us play this year. Yeah, right. We have been very good, frankly, in offense. So, we've been talking a bunch. The issue has been for us not to go up tempo is our depth. We've been down a ton of receivers and a ton of skill guys, and so part of going fast on offense is you got to have some guys be able to come in, and we just haven't had that kind of depth offensively, and we finally got it back here really over the last since the bye week. Started to slowly get some guys back, and not only does that help with the depth of the skill positions, but then allows us to kind of get up to our tempos that we want to play at. And so the key to that then is obviously third down conversions, and I don't have the stats in front of me, but I don't really care, but that was what we talked about, is we needed to convert on third down. We needed to convert on third down, and I think we were 50% at halftime, and I thought that gave us a chance to keep Hack on the sideline, and that was our plan offensively. Our plan offensively was to keep Hack on the sideline, and he's a great player. He's not a good player. He's a great player, and our defense did a great job getting off the field up there.
You guys had Ellis out of the game today. Mitchell comes in, gets an interception, goes back for the touchdown.
Anthony Walker?
Walker.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, again, Anthony had to play a little bit last week. He's been primarily a special teams player for us. I know his dad was watching. I don't know if his dad was here or not, but I know his pop down in Miami. He's got to be incredibly proud of him, like we are. Colin Ellis did a great job helping him throughout the week. Most importantly, I think Anthony's a young man that's not only had a great game today, but he's got a really bright future. He can really run. He's physical, and he reminds me, for you Chicagoans, he reminds me a lot of Barry Gardner. He's got the same kind of pop with his hips. He's got the same kind of strikeability, and he's got a bright future. It'd be nice to get Colin back next week and add a little bit more depth to that linebacking core.
I guess that's 6 starting caliber linebackers, you'd like to say. I mean, how do you is Walker going to get more playing time, you think, even with Colin coming back?
Well, I mean, we'll see. I thought he played very well, but you got a senior captain that misses the game, and have a redshirt freshman step up like that. That's big time. I mean, he did a great job, and and again, we try to rotate our guys as much as we can defensively to keep them fresh, and we haven't been able to do that in linebacker over the last few years, but maybe now with the way Anthony played, maybe we will. See.
How does the team come back from an injury like the one that happened to Matt Harris playing games?
Well, when we were when I was over by Matthew, the athletic training staff, and Tori Lindley, Dr. Mike Milligan, and Dr. Terry, and our entire medical team, and all of our athletic trainers, Jim Brown and Ryan Collins, and Jeremy, Baxter did a great job. If you would have been down there, along with our students and all of our doctors, just really poised, execute our plan from the standpoint of that flawlessly. So first and foremost, I think Matt was in a good place, feeling comfortable that way. And I reached down and I said, "Hey, Matthew, coach is here." He goes, "Go win it, go win it." I'm like, "Matthew, relax, all right." So he's a great young man, and we'll see how things progress. But it's great news to me that all tests came back.
Your quarterback's taking some criticism this year. How did he play, Dave? It was 11-15 that first quarter.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what happens when you lose games, right? I mean, the quarterback is, you're going to get the glory when you win, and you're going to get the grief when you lose. And you can't ride the roller coaster. You know, you just got to stay consistent. And he hasn't been 100% for a little while, and I think he's getting closer and closer. He's got to set his feet a little bit on some of those overthrows. He's been a little sloppy with his footwork, and when he does, he's as good as we've had in a long time. But you know, frankly, that's why I talk to guys all the time about not listening to that stuff. I mean, all you can control is the way that you prepare and the way that you play, and you know, you just got to be really careful who you listen to. And you know, that is what it is. We raise expectations in Evanston, and when we don't win, you know, we deserve what we get, and you know, that just is what it is. It's a good feeling to win that.
Pat, this is probably the biggest week you guys have had in the last 11 outings. I mean, what does this do for the team going forward, and how much does it kind of help build the confidence now?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know, again, how much you've watched us play, but I mean, we just made mistakes to cost ourselves games. I mean, we're about 3 or 4 catches away from being undefeated. You know, but we're not, and that's reality, right? You go back to last year, I mean, we had all kinds of injuries, faced all kinds of craziness, and in my humble opinion, it's all, the credit goes to our young men. You know, they've persevered, they've stayed together, and we've been hard on them because we need to be. We're an immature football team that's maturing in front of our eyes. And I'm really pleased and really happy with our seniors. You know, this is a senior type statement win to not have started the season the way